So if you're watching this, you need to hear God. And I'm so glad that you came to this video because we're going to do that within the next 10 minutes. It's not going to take long. And I just want to walk you through an exercise that will help you to hear from God. Now, I've been doing exercises like this every day for the past 1,300 plus days because it's a daily thing that I do for people in the Receive Academy. It's my community where I just teach people all about how to hear God, overcome the blocks that stop them from connecting with God, and everything surrounding this topic, which is why this whole dedicated channel is all about that. So if you do struggle consistently, then subscribe to this channel and listen in. But for today, I wanted to share with you a couple things before we go through this exercise. And the first thing is that part of the reason why people who are really desperate to hear from God don't hear from God is because that desperation is actually coming from a place of fear. Some people will say, well, it's when I get desperate that I hear from God. And at least in my experience, many people that struggle and really are seeking for an answer for something in their life usually have something pressing, usually have something that feels so urgent, that feels so overwhelming that those emotions themselves actually get in the way. And so what I want to do in this time together is I want you to go through a few steps with me, okay? And the first step is just for you to admit and confess all of your fears. Like, for example, what are you actually afraid of? And if you have a journal, let's write it down. Because one thing about our brain is that it's a processor. It's not meant to store data. So when you write everything down, everything that's on your mind, everything, all the hardships, whatever is the fear and the anxiety behind what you're going through right now, just write it out. Say, I'm afraid that if I don't get an answer from God, then fill in the blank. And you can pause the video to do this. Okay, so I'll invite you to pause the video, spend just a couple minutes diving into this, writing it all out, because then it's out of your head, it's on the page, you don't need to think about it anymore. At least your brain thinks, okay, it's been captured. I don't need to have the burden of just holding on to everything that I'm holding on to. Now, the thing about fears is that they point to the lies that we're believing, which is why they're not to be pushed away, they're to be understood. So when you are writing out these fears, what do these fears mean about you? What does it mean about God? Now, one of the things that I have found, even for myself, is that when I'm afraid that maybe I won't be provided for financially, or maybe this relationship won't work out, or maybe I just won't be able to succeed in creating the movement of people that really spend as much time as possible connecting and listening to God, that part of the fear and the belief is that there's no way God can help me in this. It's weird because any challenge that you're going through, essentially what we're believing is that that challenge is bigger than God's help, that God can't redeem a relationship. He can't possibly repair something that broken, that he can't possibly provide for you when all seems lost. Really desperate times blind us to the truth of who God is. And that's okay. It's nothing to shame yourself for. It's simply to acknowledge. It's simply something to be able to say, wow, God, I want to admit to you that I'm afraid in part because I believe that either you don't care or that you're not big enough to be able to help me in this. And that's just a good, honest truth that you need to share with the Lord so that he can speak truth to you. Because if we're not sharing that truth, it's hard for us to actually receive anything. Let's just get into prayer because we've got the fears written down. We know the lies behind those fears. And now we can start to share with God those things and receive what he is wanting to share with us. Okay, so I'm going to lead us in a prayer. And my invitation for you is that you just be open-minded, open-hearted, which means that you let go of all your thoughts of how you think God should speak to you. I have a whole video on how expectation is the number one killer to having our prayers answered. So let go of any expectation of how you think this ought to go. And you're just going to pay attention to what you notice, what you sense, image, feeling, thoughts, and don't question it. Your brain will probably want to analyze it. It will probably come in like you might receive a sense of something, and then the brain will want to come in to deny it, to question it, to say that can't possibly be me because it doesn't look like such and such. It doesn't look like the expectation that I have. So we're going to let go of all of that before we even start, so that you can just come into this moment with a sense of openness and peace. Okay, so I'm going to lead us through this moment, and you're going to receive. And if you don't, there's a whole community, and I can work with you. I can just help you understand other things that may be blocking you, because there might be more. But we're going to hear God right now. Okay, let's do it. So to start off, I want you to take some deep breaths. Just breathe in through your nose. Let it fill up your belly, up to your chest. Put your feet flat on the floor. Let's just get centered here. And as you exhale, just invite you to breathe slowly. You might breathe like you're breathing through a straw. Just let your shoulders drop. You let your neck and your head just relax the muscles. Any tension, breathe it out. Another thing that I'll have you do just for the sake of this exercise is I want you to take your pointer finger and your thumb, and I just want you to rub your fingers together and rub them so slowly that you can feel the ridges of your fingerprint. You can be grateful that you have sensation like that. And you might even express to God, God, I'm so grateful that I can feel and touch. Okay, you can kind of settle in. Don't need to do anything with your hands anymore. And I'm just going to say a prayer. And then there will be a time when I will ask a question. And then as I ask that question, I want you to ask that question with me. So just track along with me, ask the question, and then listen for the first thing. Just notice the first thing. What do you sense? What do you notice? Just allow for whatever to come up. Okay? Heavenly Father, my friend and I are just here, right now. And we've just written down all the fears we have, and just want to admit to you the truth that a lot of times these fears communicate the lie that I actually don't think that you care about me, that you're not there, that you're not capable, that as much as I've prayed about this in the past, that you have not answered. And of all those times of just having an unanswered prayer, Lord, I just feel like you aren't there, that you don't care, or Lord, that there is something wrong with me, that I am just too far gone. I am outside of your love, that even though the scriptures say there's nothing that can separate me from your love, that somehow, some way I have been able to do that. I'm unworthy. I am incapable, that I'm just not made like other people. And so, Lord, I just want to confess and let go of all that. I want to let go of any desire to perform, that I need to somehow get even this prayer right, that I need to do this perfectly. I want to let go of all of that. And I just give you those fears. I give you those lies. I just know that when it says in 1 John chapter 4 that you are love, that is real. That when you identify yourself in the scriptures as being gracious and merciful, I accept that, and I step into that, and I receive your smile. I receive your love, and I even just accept the image of you giving me a hug right now. Help me to feel that kind of love from you right now. And Lord, as I receive that, and as I receive just a measure of your love and your attention, what is it that you want me to know right now? And Lord, what is my next step? So I invite you to, you ask this question, what's the first thing that shows up for you? And I invite you to write it down, whatever came up. Maybe it was just a sense of peace. Maybe there was no words per se, but maybe there was an image. Maybe you just felt loved, that you imagined that image of being hugged by God. Regardless of what you noticed, don't let the analytical mind remove that experience from you, trying to explain it away, trying to say, oh, that was just me, that was just my imagination, whatever. Let go of that. Just open yourself up to, what if all that God wants you to experience is simply that image of him hugging you, and that's all you need. Don't go looking for anything more. Don't go thinking that you need to have the 10-day plan, the 10-year plan of how your life needs to go, or what things you need to have solved. Just the recognition that God is with you, that he's never going to abandon you, and that as you allow that truth to be real, that you can enter into a place of peace, and from that place of peace, continue to live your life. Make decisions from a place of peace and not from a place of fear. It's when we take action from fear that things don't go well. But when you take action from a place of peace, from a place of love, from a place of being cared for, you will see that things go well. At least it will be better than operating from fear. If the least that this exercise did was give you a sense of peace, help slow you down, that is worth its weight in gold. And if you feel like you still are struggling, you want to enter into a community of people that are doing this every single day, practicing this, being able to really get in touch with who God is and how to listen to him on a daily basis, then check out the Hearing God Challenge. I'll put a link in the description and hope to see you in there. I know that it will help you out. It's just a way to commit you. It's a free experience that you can use to be able to support you on this journey, because I'm on it with you. All right. Have a good one. Thank you for just going through this. Post in the comments below what you notice, because then we as a community, even here on YouTube, can just support one another, help each other in the journey. All right. We'll talk to you later.